Alright, today we are preparing French toast on stainless steel. And warm the pans to medium, the underside of medium. The first line of the M begins. Throwing butter down instead of oil, because it will be stationary. You can use oil just like a scrambled egg would be fine. Just make sure you have your straight edged stainless steel spatula. You need to pick up underneath it. Oil will work fine. Butter tastes good. The only time butter is super critical is for over easy eggs. Try not to disturb them until they get the bottom layer cooked a little bit, and you can pick them up and move them. This one's not going to cook on the side here until we shift them a little bit. They also shrink down as they cook a little. We are loving the small burners we have on the other three here. So we start with the small one back there. Locally grown Missouri wheat, 100% organic, almost organic. I got a big stainless steel tray. This is for, what is that, banquets, I guess, when you're putting in boiling water in another pan, and you'll have food in there. And they serve out of these, or you have buffets out of these. We picked these up at Sam's Club on our one mission there that we've had so far. Didn't buy any food there, but we got some interesting utensils. They're pretty inexpensive, and you can get all sorts of cool stainless stuff there for your kitchen, tongs and other things that you find only in restaurants, really. So throw your bacon down, throw some seasonings on top. Put like a little pepper flake in there. Edge. Red pepper flakes on everything, except for liquid. Where's the little football? Yeah. Fennel seed is necessary on bacon. Brings in an unbelievable flavor. Occasionally find them on pizzas and in quality sausages. A little Italian seasoning, and that's all we should need. You can use brown sugar, cinnamon on this if you want as well. Took for a while to like cinnamon on there. I'm going to do it up now that we can. Wow!
Only because it's your birthday.
Oh, it's my birthday today. I'm old. 32. Young at heart and we eat good foods. We should last forever, right? Not about to keep rock climbing, right? Alright, we should be able to shift this around now. Just a little bit. So, just a few minutes on each side so you get a good gold. If you eat over easy eggs anyway, it doesn't have to be all the way cooked or anything. It's like not a brilliant thing. You buy them local, they weren't processed. It's good eggs, you shouldn't have to worry. We buy only Campo Lindo if we can help it. If you don't have a Campo Lindo near you, let's start one. Most municipalities will allow you to have a couple chickens in your backyard. Our landlord is a total DB, and he won't let us even have anything more than a goldfish in a cup. Small cup, that is. You just go out, pick up some eggs for your chickens. Have your morning breakfast after this. So the French toast mixture is just eggs and milk and cinnamon. Keep it simple. You can add other things like ginger, whatever you want. Sometimes keeping it simple is good. You know you've got good eggs if you see things like this inside every single one. We have a collection here. Try to show something weird and quirky about us in every video. This should be it for this one. These go back probably to 2008 or maybe '07. While these finish, I'll read you. Hi from Campo Lindo Farms. In the 20 years we've been farming, I've only had to raise one calf on a bottle. Oh, we've already had this one. This year we have two. Ferdinand came first and lived with a group of sheep for about 3 weeks before Alfred came along. Alfred is smaller and weaker, so when I turned the sheep out to pasture, I kept both calves in the pen close to the house for Alfred's sake. I finally turned them both out with the sheep last week, and it was a sight to see. As soon as Ferdy saw the flock of sheep, he took off running to join them. I imagined him yelling, "Friends!" The sheep scattered afraid of the big critter, and we had quite a race around the pasture. Ferdy chasing the confused sheep. Alfred just watched his friend and walked up slowly when everyone else calmed down. Thanks for buying eggs from a reunited family farm. Carol, Jay, Brandon, and Isabel. That's quality right there. So we cooked in butter. Probably don't need to put butter on this time. I think we usually use oil then.
No.
Butter's working out super ultra mega.
They stick when we use oil.
Yeah, they do stick a little bit. We have a really clean pan right now. Little brown butter in there, but that's okay. That just gives flavor. Ah, these are looking supreme.
Thank you, baby.
All right. Should have your organic butter on the table. A selection of local honeys that are raw, and some maple syrup imported at some expense, but it's just a small bottle and we use very little of it, right? And one thing we found to try to reduce our maple usage is to use agave. It's a little cheaper and quite plentiful down there, and it doesn't tap out a whole tree. Agave juice, agave nectar just comes right out of those plants, and there's huge farms of them. And so that's a little more sustainably done, I would say. Or maple trees need that sap for the next year. Woo! Perfect. I don't like a single bit of golden burntedness on any scramble, but goldening up the French toast is pretty good. So just make sure your pan is coated, throw a little more butter in there, and start round two. When you're done, you just really need to rinse them in hot water, and pan should be just fine. We're going to enjoy breakfast now. Hope you're fast on the process of enjoying yours too.